Welcome to my channel. I'm 20 years old and right now I'm in a pretty unique position. I'm studying to improve my grades, which means I'll be working less for a while. The upside is I finally have time to focus on something that I always wanted to do. And that's starting a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna build it around something that I've always wanted to achieve in life, which is wealth, freedom, and long-term growth. You know how there are rags to riches game channels? I thought, why not do it in real life instead? It's always fun to watch it, you know? So this channel documents my full rags to riches journey, financially, personally, and skill-wise. I want to see how far I can go, starting from almost nothing in poker. And along the way we'll have clear milestones. 100k net worth, 250k, 500k, 1 million of course, and beyond. And today's video is the very first of the very first series on the channel, which will be called Road to 100k Poker Edition. And the twist here is that I'm actually starting from zero in poker, absolutely zero. I've always loved the game, but now I want to see how hard it really is to become good, and whether or not it's actually possible to make real money as a microstage, or, moving forward, the higher stakes too. So in every episode I'll show you my progress, my mistakes, what I study, my wins and losses, and how I slowly improve. So first off, these are the notes I made during my first study session. For episode 1 I focused on the core pre-flop, fundamentals, playing tight aggressive, understanding positions, and the basic of free betting. So the goal for the first 2 to 3 poker sessions was simply to improve my pre-flop game, which I think is arguably the most important part of poker. Oh, and by the way, every episode in this series will follow the same structure. I start by going through my notes and what I learned, then I play 2 to 3 sessions over the next couple of days applying those concepts. After that, I'll show you the highlights, the good hands, the mistakes, and the key takeaways. And finally, I'll wrap up with a summary of what I learned and what I earned through the games, and my thoughts going forward. And now I'll show you the notes. Alright, let's jump into the sessions. I'll break down the most important hands with a voiceover and talk about how well or how badly I managed to apply the fundamentals in that situation. And at the end of the video, as I said before, I'll show you the profit from all the 3 sessions, even though in the beginning this is mostly about learning. Okay, let's get into the first sessions. As you can see, one of them raised, the other one called. I have pocket 5s here, so I'm in a good position. I think small and medium pockets are where you're gonna make your most amount of hands, so I think it's good to play these. And I'm also on the button, so I'm in a good position. Now this is great. We got 3 of a kind, which is, it's kinda rare, you know, doesn't happen all the time. So we want to play this. One of them folds and the other raises, so I think either he has something, you know, or he wants to take down the pot. He has potential for a pair or maybe 3 of a kind too, but that's rare. He also has potential for color, but I still think I'm in a good position, so I'm gonna call. Now when the ace was played here, and he checked, I knew I'm in a good position. Because obviously, he doesn't really have anything, and he's scared that I have an ace. Or he's just, you know, he wants me to raise. Either way, I have 3 of a kind, so I'm always gonna raise 50% and hope he calls. Now this is rare. 4 of a kind, that's really good. And there's really no way he has anything else, so obviously we want to maximize our winning from this. But you saw right there, I betted the whole pot, which was too aggressive. I should have gone for maybe 50% or maybe even 60. He folds. Sure, I won, but I should have been less aggressive there, you know. So I could maybe have won a little bit more. But anyway, I think it was a good play. A little bit stupid. It was good. This is from the same session again. I'm in a good position and I think I have premium cards. So I obviously want to play this. Now he races before me. Can't really remember if this is premium cards or not. But if it is, what I should have done is I should have free betted him. Now, this is interesting. He could have something, I have nothing, but I do have a good chance of a ladder here. So obviously, I want to call. I don't want to raise because I can't really back myself with nothing yet. He folded here, which was interesting. It meant he really didn't have anything, so I raised. And he folded, so I played aggressively without really having anything. It was kind of a bluff, which you shouldn't really do at this stage. But it worked out and it was a good play. Now this, I'm in a good position. I'm on the button again and I have good cards. So he raises, I will obviously just flat call this. He raises, and I have a pair of jacks, so I'm obviously gonna call. He could have a pair in his hand. The chances of him also having a pair of jacks is low. Now he checks on the 2, which means he doesn't have like an ace-5, you know, a ladder, a low ladder or something like that. He can't really have color or anything. So what I should maybe have done here is maybe not raised. You know, of course I want to get money. But when he checks like that, maybe I should also check and raise on the final card. Because he folds. But still, good play. Again, we're on the button, so we're in a good position. And obviously we want to call, we don't have premium hands again. And you're gonna realize a lot of the games we actually won are on the button. So that makes you think and realize actually, oh, the position is very, very important. Now this, I only have a pair of 9, which isn't great. And they could have ladders, you know, this could be bad. But I still want to call because it's not that much money, and I think a pair of 9s, you know, it could go a long way. I'm also in the race for a ladder. And you can see here, look what I'm gonna do. He shakes. I also want to check. But when they both check, I was ready to fold. I raises to 50%. So Poker Bandit calls and the other guy folds. So that was a good play, you know, we got 1 out of the game. Now, I have 2 pair, which of course if he has a pair he also has. But he shakes. And you see me, I want to press the 50%. But I don't. I still win, but I should have pressed the 50%. I should have. Because you see he was fighting for a ladder, of course I didn't know that. But still. Good play, good play. You can see this is a new session. This is the day after. And I'm not in a great position, but I do have good cards. So I will still call. Here we go, pair of 10s. Which is a good start, but now I'm not in a good position, so I have to act first. And I play aggressive, of course. And he raises, which is a little bit... it's a little scary, you know. I do call. Now I have 2 pair. I keep playing aggressive. He raises immediately, which makes me think, oh, This guy is just, you know, he wants to bluff me out. So I do call. By the way, this is the first game of this session. And full house, of course, that's really good. The only thing he really could have is, you know, a better pair on his hand or a 4. So I do raise 50%. No, I don't. Oh, I shake. But he goes all in. And what do? Call. Because I think it's a bluff, you know, he's been raising every single time just to get me to fold. And I win. I do think that was probably one of my best games over these 2 sessions. I was like, there's no way he has something better than me. He just wants me to fold because he's done this all the time. Of course, it could have been risky, but it paid off, you know? Now I'm not in a great position, but not in a bad position. I'm kind of good, you know, almost at the button. Good card, so I obviously will raise this. I think this is the last game of this session too. I get a pair of 3s, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I could have a ladder here too, you know, so obviously I want to play this. And a 4 comes, so I'm thinking, oh, well, this looks great. I only need a 5 now for a ladder. So of course I'm gonna keep playing. And Walter White only wants to bet small amounts. And then I get a 10, so I'm thinking, okay, I didn't get my ladder, but if this guy is holding, like, there's no way he has 3 and 4s on his hand, you know, if he doesn't have a pair. So, of course, I want to play. And now Walter White races with big money for the first time. Maybe that should have been a wake-up call for me. Because he had a full house. I don't think I played it bad. I was a little bit unlucky with him having a full house, you know. Alright guys, that's it for these 2 sessions. Session 1 went really well, and session 2 ended up about the same. I definitely had some early luck on session 2 though, when my opponent decided to jam all in on the first hand. But I could clearly tell he was bluffing, so I'm happy with that read. Overall, I feel good about the gameplay from these 2 sessions, and I really notice how important the position is. When I'm in position, I play around 20% of my good hands, and when I'm out of position, I keep it tight at around 50%. In the next video, I can show you guys the exact hands you should play. One thing though that I really need to improve is my free betting. I need to do it more often with premium hands. Somehow, I don't really know why, but I get scared and I don't really want to do it. But I should do it because, you know, when you have premium hand, you really want to maximize the winnings. So that's something that I'll try to improve on for the next sessions. Alright, so what did we actually make from these sessions? As you can see, and you probably already have noticed, we made $2.1. Yay! Session 1 we made $0.5 and session 2 $1.6. And of course, these were our 2 first sessions, so all time we have made $2.1. I'm happy with it. We shouldn't really care though in the beginning, because it's just about learning right now and improving our game, you know, becoming better and better each session. But it's always nice to make money at the same time, of course. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and go easy on me. This was my first one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.